Hey guys, AJ here. So I am gonna do a little different this time. I got my cards back from Ace Grading. They are a grading company out of the UK, and the cool thing about Ace Grading is they do custom grading labels. So the labels that they provide are hand drawn, completely custom, and they basically extend the artwork on the card. And so what we're going to do is pretty much just go through all these cards. I will say that I have already looked at them, and some of them are really good, and other ones are absolute dog shit. So it's going to be fun. But yeah, so like I said, we're going to go through these, and I'm going to show off some of the artwork and kind of what crappy grades I ended up getting because we're going to go from worst to best. So we're going to start with this one. This is Blastoise. Obviously, it's got the cool wave. These older cards are kind of artistic interpretation because there really isn't much to go on in the actual artwork itself, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's just a typical wave look, so nothing like super crazy fancy. It did get a really craptastic 2, which is super upsetting because I think I had them graded by CGC at one point, and I wanted the custom label, so I sent them out to be regraded. Unfortunately, I think a few of them got a worse grade than I had before, which is slightly unfortunate, but it's whatever. So, and then we have Mewtwo. This one is a promo card. So if you ever watched the movie back in the day, this is from that movie, Pokemon the first movie. Yeah, it's also got a 2, which is slightly unfortunate, but this one does kind of follow the artwork on the card pretty well coming up. It's almost got kind of like a aura around it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's really fun. And then each card does have a number, movie promo, so basically what they are, and then the type of card that it was. And on the backs here, there are QR codes. If you want to scan that, it'll actually take you to the card and show you the reason that all of the grades got the grades they did. It's got nice little artwork and their stamp of approval type of thing. So that's pretty cool. Next up, yes, we all love him. We all know him. It's Charizard. So this one is a base set 2. So it doesn't have the shadowless border. So it's definitely not as sought after. None of these cards are going to be sold. They're all for my collection, but I do really like the flame like explosion on top that did look turn pretty good. So um, yeah, I think this one also got a worse grade, which is really upsetting because I think it went from like a 4 or 5 down to a 3, which again I'm not selling any of them, so it does sting a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. This one is it's actually a funny story. So my brother-in-law got me this card for a birthday present, like 6 or 7 years ago. I don't remember exactly. And the card actually sat in my car in my window hanging from my rearview mirror, and it got this really cool like sun fade effect that I fell in love with, and so I was like, you know what, I want to get this memorized. I obviously it's going to get a shitty score because it's sun faded and it's not like an actual card that I give a shit about being graded. It's just a momentum kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. Um, I do have a secondary version of this that does have all the colors, so you'll see that this label ties in pretty well to the actual background to this. So we'll show you that here in a little bit. Yeah, Meganium. So I got 2 pairs of these. So there are 2 of these, 2 Feraligatrs and 2 Typhlosions. This one's artwork I like absolutely love. It's the cherry blossoms. The artwork does flow really well comparatively speaking. It definitely one of my favorite labels that they made. So then our boy Cyndaquil. Um, there's one set of these, and then obviously we have the trio. for the first or the second gen starters, middle evolution, and the final evolution. So this one also follows the artwork on the back of the card super well. So yeah. And then obviously Totodile. This one also like perfectly. Look at that. Look at that. That flows super super well. The artwork on the card just flows so well into the artwork, and this is the main reason I went with Ace Grading over other companies. They're not as valued as like PSA obviously, but their artwork is second to none. And then Typhlosion. So again, this one follows through the artwork really really well. Again, this one definitely did not get quite the grade that I was hoping, but it's not a big deal. Obviously, like I said, they're all part of my collection, and they're gonna stay in my own. All right, we're moving into the 6s and higher. So, like I said, we have Chikorita here. This one also follows the artwork really well. We got a 6 on that one. Bayleaf. So, obviously, Chikorita and Meganium's middle evolution. This one follows suit pretty well too. I mean, all of them, the labels, they're just beautiful. I mean, I could not have expected any better. So, and then this is the same one that was faded from earlier. These basically came in like a promo pack. So the artwork, as you can see, obviously the sun faded one is completely different, but this one flows so well. I mean, just extending that foresty background up into the label is super cool. And then this one is one of my favorites. Oh my god, I love this card. It looks so good. This one I actually pulled myself. Obviously, it did get a little bit of creasage. I think I don't remember exactly what I think it was a surface issue. I don't remember exactly, but unfortunately, it did only get a 6, which is super depressing, but it's fine. I mean, the label looks amazing on this. It looks super cool, and I'm super happy how this one turned out. The middle evolution for Typhlosion and Cyndaquil, which is Quilava. Obviously, again, this one turned out pretty cool. It flows into the label really well with the artwork, so that's really cool. And then for Ralligator, obviously the end evolution for Totodile and Croconaw. This one, again, a little bit of artistic interpretation whenever it comes to the back of the label. I mean, you can kind of see that this looks pretty cool with the big giant wave, kind of how Blastoise had, but yeah, not too bad. Another Typhlosion. This one was one of my childhood cards, actually. I had this since I was little, but I love that. You know, my whole thing is purple Cyndaquil. Obviously, this one is a purple Typhlosion, but just the purple and then the background with the clouds hanging in the background is really really cool. It did get a pretty good one near mint. I mean, obviously these all got near mint, but not too bad. And then Venusaur. So again, a little bit of interpretation from the artwork on the back. With these older cards, they didn't give as much, you know, dynamic backgrounds as they do with the newer cards. But this one did get a 7, which is nice. I think it had the same grade from CGC, which is good. I mean, I was hoping for a little bit better, but no big deal. All right, and then we're getting into the 8 and higher. So we got Croconaw, which is the middle evolution for Totodile and for Ralligator. Like I said, the background looks really cool on these two. So, yeah. For Ralligator. Speaking of, we got another set. Like I said, I had 2 of each of the final evolution for these ones. This Ralligator got a little bit better grade than the first one. This one was in a binder and never played with, so it you know, it definitely didn't get the usage that the other one did, so that's pretty cool. But, And then Ethan's Adventure. So this one actually a buddy of mine gave me. Um, Nothing special. It's just a trainer card. It's not even. I don't even think it's the full art version, but the background plays pretty well into the label. Obviously, it's just an extension of the trees, but yeah, it looks really really cool. Alrighty, we're getting into the 9s and higher now. So I got actually 2 of these. Um, one of my all time favorite cute Pokemon is Feel. Obviously, these both got 9s, which is super cool. I mean, it's a very basic label, but I mean the snow falling from the sky into the card is really really cool. It fits really well, and I'm really glad that they both got a 9. That's really cool. I will actually probably be giving this secondary seal away. So if you're interested or anything like that, let me know. Um, if not, I'll probably be giving it to a buddy of mine. So. And then another Meganium. Like I said, I got a pair of these and Typhlosion and Feraligatr. Again, just a beautiful label on these. I mean, definitely one of my favorites. Speaking of Typhlosion, we've got another 9. Just going through. Looks pretty good. Alrighty, guys. So these last 2 are the only 10s that I did get, but that's okay. We are going to go with the Pokemon one that we got first, and then we'll go into the only Magic card that I actually got graded. So this is the trainer version of Typhlosion. So this one came from the Build Battle box. It was a Gem Mint 10. I was so excited, dude. Cool ass artwork. Again, the label looks really cool. The flames sputtering above is really really cool. Definitely a cool card. Alrighty. And then last but not least, we have Tiamat. So another Gem 10. I was super stoked. I actually traded this from a buddy of mine. It's pretty, like I said, it's pretty basic. It basically just has Tiamat's wings going up into the background. But super cool card. One of my commanders for one of my decks, actually. So, yeah. But awesome, guys. Well, I really appreciate it. I will show the backs of these. Oh, wow. That got a really weird cut on that. Look at that. I never noticed that before. Look at that. That's crazy. Huh. Anyway, so you guys can scan these Gem 10s just to see kind of the reason they got the grade that they did. But anyway, yeah. So I appreciate you guys. I probably won't be doing any more unboxing of Pokemon cards or anything like that anytime soon, if probably ever again, just because it's just not really my channel. I'm more automotive, photography, stuff like that. So if you guys do like that, definitely give a follow, a sub. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out.